Let's go.
Bad lip reading. I mean, for the viewers who may not have been here before, and I've been here before, definitely.
Did anybody hear that? The bad lip reading thing? It's supposed to go bad lip reading, but I didn't hear it. Did anybody? You saw it, but did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
You heard it. Okay. As long as somebody heard it, I did not hear it. Okay, good. That means it worked. Okay.
Woo!
Yes. I am pretty proud of that. I put that together all by myself. I did all of the harmony, and I did the animation for the text and everything.
Oh my god.
I know. You
smelled
it, you felt it, you typed it.
You dealt it.
Yeah, who dealt it?
You dealt it, they smelt it.
Oh, you're right. I did. Okay.
That's the burden of the streamer. And other unquotable things.
She doesn't need except it would be way easier.
Listen. Brian is not a need. Brian is a luxury, okay?
This is true.
Brian is a luxury. And you too could have a Brian. Like, he's the way I met him is he just was helping people for free on Reddit. He just wanted to, like, he noticed a thing and he was like, I want to assist people and I'm very into streamers. And I was like, but you should get paid for that. So that was like our thing. I was like, come on. In my world, they call that a manager, you know, or tech support or something. But yeah, no, he's offers consultations and things like that. Hit him up, 1-800-Brian. He can help you. He can help you too. No, but he found me on Reddit, and I didn't know how to use email, so my situation was a little different. I was like a little cave child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, found under a country music rock, and he was like, "Oh, you should meet people your own age," and on the internet, and I was like, "Oh, okay," and yeah. So the rest is history. But yeah, he found me on Reddit, which is the cave people place of the internet. And taught me how to.
They don't have live streams on Reddit anymore, do they?
No, they do not. And it had nothing to do with me and Brian at all. We had nothing to do with that.
That sounds very much like it had a lot to do with you.
No, we were really copacetic to all their secret trying to sponsor the front page, sell it, and all of our followers were super also very not a mob of people with pitchforks about it, which ultimately brought our pan down. So that's the story about us not doing anything, really, and ending up on Twitch.
Oops.
Yeah. Oops. Excuse me. Pardon me. Indigestion.
So shall we? Okay. So let's get into this bad lip reading interview. So
yeah.
The rules are, and this goes for everybody, okay? So I am going to mute myself for Kimarie. Everybody else is still going to be able to hear both of us, but Kimarie will not be able to hear me. And I will be asking Kimarie a question, and then Kimarie has to answer. In the audience, you are not allowed to tell her what the question is, but you are allowed to say the first word of the question. So that is the only hint that she can get. And you also don't have to guess what the question is. Sometimes it's funnier if you just answer whatever you think it is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Thank you, Abran. I am so ready. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it out loud.
Okay. Where do you go to the bathroom when you're out in public?
What are your maitre d' metamorphosis? What is a maitre d' metamorphosis? Well, let me tell you, Aubryn, I have to say it out loud. I'm sorry. I told you I would. A maitre d' metamorphosis. Well, let me tell you, when I first moved to the Bronx from the South, I'm failing here. I don't know anything about. Yes, I do, because I moved to
Yes,
the
you do.
Bronx from the South. I moved to the Bronx from the South, and it was a hard knock life. I was maitre ding, which is definitely something I know what it means. It has to do with handing out small pieces of food on trays to people waiting for larger pieces of food. No, nope. That's hors d'oeuvres. Okay. Maitre d'. I was seating people to receive small orders of food after large orders of food or before larger or anyway. You know what? It's a process and I started from the bottom and now I make the big pieces of food. I started out seating people for the food. They they got little pieces of food and I moved my way up. I was a sous chef. I chopped
Wow.
the onions. I chopped the onions. Yes, that's right. I did that, and then yeah, I worked my way up. I started making hors d'oeuvres, which is just little versions of the food. Yes, tiny, tiny little hot dogs. Very
Uh-huh.
small, very small. The pickle relish
So,
entirely impossible to chop. Can you imagine chopping pickle relish at
so
half the size?
does this happen every time you're in public?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
So, so every time you're out in public and you have to go to the bathroom, you go to the Bronx. You go to the Bronx and you have to become a maitre d'.
Yep. Yep. No, that you got to start from somewhere. And if you don't chop things finely enough, it doesn't really make it down the toilet hole. My job is really to chop things really finely so that the sewage system works.
The question, by the way, was where do you go when you have to go to the bathroom in public?
Ah, fuck. The Bronx. The Bronx.
Yeah.
You go to the Bronx and I will chop it finely for you if it does not fit.
Oh
You gotta
no.
work your way up from somewhere. This is the poop knife all over again.
Oh no.
I regret everything.
Wait, poop knife?
You don't want to know.
Probably not.
You're a sweet summer. Wait, where did you didn't come from, Reddit? You came from like Fourth Life or Fortnite
Second
or
Life?
Second Life, which is a video game,
It's
right?
not a
Nope. Okay.
game.
Well, I don't really know. I'm sorry.
It's a yeah.
I came from Opry's. It's where old people gather to listen to young people play country music in the boonies. We don't have telephones and we do cakewalks. So this should make you feel less uncomfortable about whatever it is you're trying to explain, which is something people your age probably know what it is. So second life. Second life.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
It's
where Gary and I met.
I know, and I've been trying to wrap my head around what it actually is.
Maybe I'll
It's
show
not a
you
game.
sometime.
Is it like the metaverse?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Everybody has an avatar. A lot of the world is user created. There's venues there. I play music in there. Yeah, it's the original metaverse. Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
It's been
Oh
around
my
for
gosh.
how many years, Gary?
Gary.
Like 9
It's still
or
going
10?
strong.
20 years?
20.
That duh. I knew that.
Oh my god.
I've been on there longer than 9 or 10 years. Why did I say that? 20 years. Yeah. 20 years.
Cuz you have a picture in your attic. That's why. You forget how old you're supposed to be. You're like 920. I mean 25. Remember when they used to burn us at the stake for this shit? Ridiculous.
All right.
Ridiculous.
It is Kimarie's turn to ask me a question. I'm going to unplug my
ask you a
headphones.
question.
And
Okay.
Kimarie, you are also welcome to ask a follow-up question after I answer.
Okay. All right. Here I go. Asking the question.
I am now unplugged. Ready.
Aubryn, tell me about your first familiar and how you met.
um, you know, the other day I was thinking about this, and I'm sorry, for some reason, thinking about this makes me really have to fart. And um, so
Fart
honestly, I
away.
don't like
Fart
to do
away.
that very often because it kind of hurts my belly
Yeah.
and keeps me up at night, and
Can be violent.
yeah, it's very painful to think about. But I'm gonna answer you anyways. Um, so the answer that you're looking for, the answer that you are looking for is definitely um piano keys and dog hairs.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
That makes complete sense. I mean, what would you call that creature? That amalgamation of piano keys and dog hair.
You know, um I would call it how hold on, howlotica.
A halotica.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. That makes total sense.
Hmm.
And you know, how did you guys meet? How did you meet the the halotica?
Um, it was a fever dream.
Mm.
I did I walked through a portal unknowingly. Like somebody just left a portal open.
Carbon monoxide will do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, got to
And
keep those
so
windows
I
open.
just walked through unknowingly, and I'm like, all of a sudden I was like in a whole nother world, and then this howlotical just came up to me and was like,
So
you know.
you got carbon monoxide poisoning from your farts, and it caused you to enter a dreamlike state where you met your spirit animal, the halotica. And that's all we need to know,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yep. What was the question?
The question was, what is your spirit animal and how did you meet? And I feel like you
Oh.
answered the question really well. Okay, but there was a guy in the Darwin Awards who did die this way.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he asphyxiated on his own farts. He did. He did.
How?
He was in a very small room and he ate a bunch of cabbage and it wasn't there was no vent or anything. He died doing what he loved, I guess.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't it's true. It's in the Darwin Awards. Buttspot
That's
heard about it.
incredible.
I heard about that dude. God damn it, Buttspot.
A very combustible situation, I suppose it was. Yeah.
Highly.
Phew.
Highly. That was
Wow.
beautiful. That was gorgeous. Do we get to do it again?
Yeah. We
Okay,
absolutely
great.
do. Mhm.
I love this.
Are you ready for the next question?
I should be better at this. Yeah, I'm so ready.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm muted.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Can't hear me. Okay. Who taught you how to drive?
Okay, one more time. One more time. I got it this time.
Who taught you how to drive?
Who dusted that ass? All right, say it again and I'll pretend like I didn't say that out loud. One more time.
Who taught you how to drive?
Well, I'll tell you. It wasn't easy.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to meet people organically, and that just didn't work out. We didn't have enough in common. Like, you go to bars, right, to meet
Mhm.
people, and you're like, there's so many people, but like, are you really meeting them? Do you have that connection? Do you have that kind of connection? No. Chances are you do not. So you get desperate. You get on Craigslist, and you're like, you know, to whom it may concern,
Mm-hmm.
dearest peoples, who is willing to, ... And, you see who responds. And then from there, you just kind of, you take it as, you know what, I met one of my best friends on Craigslist, and they're great. They're great. but I went through a lot of weird people, and the answer to that question is actually it ended up being a friend of a friend who used a different service. They used care.com.
Mm.
And I saw their work in their house, and I thought, wow, this looks amazing. Who is this person? And I worked on them for months. And eventually I got the name. Because you have to pay to be on care.com.
Mm.
And I got the name of this person, and they were the best person to do this that I ever met. And I treasured them so, so very much. But inevitably, they became an Instagram model and had to move away. But I still miss that dusting that I got. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to finish the sentence. Who is willing to ... As you mentioned.
Dust that ass for 500, please, Alex. Was it not? Did you not ask who is willing to dust that ass? No. Okay. Well.
The question was, who taught you how to drive?
Yeah.
That is a
well, actually, the
fantastic
story is
story.
very similar. The story is very similar. My parents wouldn't do it. They were terrified. So they found someone on Craigslist, and then the people on Craigslist were all skeezy, so it was a friend of a friend, and he insisted on calling me Marie. He was 92 years old. He called me Marie. Okay, here we go, Marie. We're going into the car. You're gonna press the gas, but you wanna go 2 miles per hour under the speed limit. That's the sweet spot. This was in Vegas, by the way.
Mm.
And people don't obey the road rules in Vegas. We almost got murdered many times because of me and Craigslist McGee.
Craigslist McGee.
Yep. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, run that light. Yeah. So that's who dusted that ass. Thank you for asking that
Perfect.
question.
Fantastic. Dusted that ass.
Yep.
Amazing.
It's not good. It's not good. The problem is you have such a good smile. It goes up on both ends. Most people have like a weakness somewhere around their mouth where you can kind of get used to where their tongue is moving and where their cheeks are going. But yours is like perfectly measured, so it doesn't actually move if you're smiling and talking. So I have no idea what your tongue is doing. So I'm just guessing. I'm like, beer, 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 beer.
Well, I also kind of mumbled a little bit.
Oh, you were leading me on. I see. I see. So for my next one, I'm going to ventriloquist this. Do we get to go again?
Yeah. I'm going to unplug.
Hi,
You ready?
my name is Alvin, and I like to poop in the kitchen.
What is it with us and farts and poops today?
I don't know. I think you
I
started
don't know, but
it.
it's funny.
I think your dog started it, actually.
You know, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
Do I have another question?
Yes, I'm going to unplug right now.
Okay.
Here we go.
Shit,
I usually
guys.
do 3 of these, so we get one more after this each.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't come up with anything good. Help me
I'm ready.
out
Hold
here.
up your finger when you're asking me a question.
Okay, I'll hold up my
So
finger
I
and
know.
ask you a question. Oh, fuck, I didn't prepare for this. Okay. Aubryn, how many limbs would you ask for if you could have unlimited limbs?
I
Y'all are no
mean,
help.
at this point, probably upwards of 100,000, maybe? Yeah.
You
But-
don't need anybody's help.
Oh no, silly Siphon. Amazing.
You're crushing it. You answered the question. That was simple.
I was pretty sure I saw how many.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How many limbs would you ask for if you could have unlimited limbs?
Oh wow. Wow.
You're just kind of like an intergalactic amoeba. Just you've got it figured out.
100,000.
Yes. Finally, someone with a real answer to a question. You know? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
100,000. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
That's the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
One and done.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautifully done.
Welcome to Millipede Opera.
the millipede the millipede rock opera you didn't expect. The murder mystery millipede rock opera. Hang on. Murder mystery millipede symphonic rock opera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be your trailer. Just me trying to get that right.
At some point, I may run some like lyrics by you and be like, "What do you think
Oh.
of these?"
Please do.
Mm-hmm.
I love our text threads. They're very strange
They
and
are.
beautiful.
They're wonderful.
I know. We'll be on a stream and I'll say like the normal stuff and then I'll like text weird shit.
It's true.
And I'm like, don't tell him I said that. Text privileges.
It's true. It's true. We have each other's phone numbers, y'all.
Oh my god. I'm the same way with Richard. Just
Yeah.
like, don't I didn't say that.
What? So what? You said no?
Subtext. Subtext is very important.
Does anyone ever text non-weird shit?
Yeah, I text non-weird shit all the time to my family.
Yeah.
If they call me, I'm like, is someone dead? Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Just kidding, just kidding. I would know if they were dead.
You're right, Johnny. That would be a lot of crochet projects to be completed. I would
What?
constantly be. Well, I need to keep my hands busy if I'm going to have 100,000 hands. We
Yeah.
went back in time.
Oh, but you could make an entire. Oh my god!
At once.
For your rock synthetic. I'm
Symphonic?
symphonic. I've already confabulated. That's a word now.
Yeah, it is.
Your rock symphonic opera. If you had 100 bajillion arms, you could literally make all the costumes.
And play all the instruments all at the same
Yeah.
time. I would have
Yeah.
to be very coordinated.
You are very coordinated. You would just have more arms.
Or legs.
I think you could handle
Ducky,
it.
Ducky has a point. Ducky has a point. It was limbs. It could be 100,000
Limbs.
legs.
Oh, that would be weird.
Or like
No, because
50,000 legs and 50,000 arms.
We had the moment where we were both like, we both use our toes like monkeys.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah,
I
you would
do
be fine.
remember that.
You would be fine. Monkey toes.
Yeah. That's true. I pick stuff up with my toes all the time. Well, and also like, I play my looper with my toes. I
Right.
do all of the knobs up and down with my toes.
Please, no one clip that. Gary, go to bed. No, it's true though. The things you have to do with your toes and no one can see it. It's wild. I hear what you do. You're very busy down there, so kudos to you. I know there's a total toe symphony happening. It's totastic. It's totalitarianism. That's what it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
For the toes, no one else. No toaching that one.
Oak?
Let the
Very busy
let the
with toe
terrible
stuff,
puns fly.
Indeed. All right, do we want to do one more each?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Made for this.
Almost every Wednesday I have like a drink of some sort. I don't drink every single Wednesday, but when I do, then I just get a little bit of that in me, and then it just makes the bad lip reading just that much more entertaining. I feel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the. Do you have your drink now?
I finished it.
Oh,
I only had one though, so
you need a disembodied arm to deliver you drinks.
I do. Except there's nobody else in the house right now except for me and the dog.
Boo.
I know.
Oh, I wonder. Okay, how weird could you get with Favor? Right? So Favor is not like Uber Eats. They don't have the same rules. And even beyond Favor is this thing called Magic, where you're your personal assistant. Yes, I've never used it, but I know some people who have. It's $35 an hour. You can instruct people. So like Favor, right? You can say like, I want you to do this, deliver it to here, blah blah blah. what if, on favor, I don't know if this is possible, but you're like, here's my door code. I'm in this room. If you could just I wish my arm could go into your. That's what I really want. I want my arm to go into your video. They're just like just hand me the goods. I'm in this room. Just your arm. That's all I want. Like is that something you could offer? Like Yes. Yes. Wait, hang on.
Okay,
Wait. Oh. Why does this make me so happy? all right, do me.
Okay,
Wait.
wait.
Oh shit, I'm not close enough to the screen. It's this one. Here we go.
Oh.
I fucked it up. Wait. I can't handle it.
Go, yeah, no. Now do the other way. With that
Okay.
arm, and then I'll try and hold on. No. Other arm.
This
Yeah.
one?
Uh-huh. Hold on. I can't.
Does it work that way?
It doesn't work
We
that
can't do it that way. We
No.
gotta.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the arms only they go one way. I'm glad we figured this out though. Like this is very important for us. What? And okay, then you go that way. Oh shit! I fucked it. Hang on. I was just sitting here the whole time. Nope. I'm. God,
Your,
why
your
am I so?
left arm. Your left
I'm
arm.
very
Yeah,
stupid. Hang on. You underestimate. You're underestimating the amount of. Yep. I don't know why the screen fucks with me so much. It really does. I can see a mirror and I can understand a mirror. And I swear to God, I can pass the dot test. I can. Please, scientists, don't scoop me up. I can pass the dot test, but when it comes to the screen, I just cannot. I literally cannot understand. It breaks me. It breaks me every time. It's terrible.
Fantastic.
It's terrible.
That
But
was-
yeah,
that was incredible.
we need to figure out if Favor can deliver a drink to your room.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that's important. Also, maybe let's not do that because that opens up doors for all kinds of horrible shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Trevor clipped it. Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
And they're featured by default now, so you featured it on accident. That's perfect.
Oh, good.
It's fine.
Thank God.
It's fine.
Thank God.
Okay,
Are we gonna do another lip sync?
one more each.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we've had a who, we've had a where, we've had a I believe you did a what, and you
I
did a how many.
did. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it your
We haven't
turn or
we
my
haven't
turn?
done a when yet, right?
Ooh, no, we haven't. That's a tough one for me.
Mhm.
Is it your turn or my turn?
It's my turn to ask you.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh, we haven't had a why yet either.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a where and or a why.
A win.
When?
Yeah.
There has been a where. Yes, you're right. Okay.
Suspense is killing me.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
La 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 la.
When did you make your first kill as a vampire?
When did you first have an omelet? Wow,
I mean, yeah.
it's a really personal question,
That'll work.
Aubrey.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's a very intense question.
Wow. I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. I mean, we have a really close relationship and a good rapport, but like not even with my therapist do I talk about this. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be a big one. Okay.
Well, does your therapist know about you?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if anyone else can see them too. Yeah. It's kind of a breakfast-based situation, you know. Yeah, I think the real question is not when, but
Where?
where.
No,
Yep.
when. It was a
Or
when.
but also when. They're all good questions. Listen.
But yeah, I mean, I'd like to know where as well. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
willing to answer, you don't have to. I know it's very personal.
Lot to unpack. Lot to unpack. Okay, let's go for it. You know what? Let's go for it.
All right.
Where and when? Where and when? Uh, well, I think I've always pontificated on, which happened first, chicken or the egg.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I kind of realized who gives a fuck? Doesn't matter. Yeah. No, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. It's a kind of a loop, so I don't get caught up on that. I try to focus on my first interaction with the subject in question, which we all definitely do know what it is and are not giving it away in the comments. No, you're not. Fuck you. Okay. So,
Joey.
no one's helping. Yeah, so I think the first time I had an interaction with this particular subject was probably in Waffle House.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
How long
Waffle
ago?
House. Probably about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the place to
So
hang out in middle school, and
fairly
we
recent then.
yeah. Right. Oh, and right. Absolutely. In infinite years. Yeah, the my most recent round of middle school, absolutely, cuz it's cyclical. We definitely yeah, Waffle House, it's a place for the creatures of the night to hang out. You won't be noticed amongst the crowd there. So it's very safe.
It's
You
like
can just
Denny's.
always absolutely.
Mhm.
It's always sunny at Denny's. No one will
Oh,
notice you there. Yeah,
that's why.
that's
That's why. Oh, that's why you don't go to Denny's.
right.
Gotcha.
Absolutely. It's Waffle House. It's Waffle
Yeah.
House. So yeah, that's kind of where we congregate. That was my first experience with that whole situation,
Would you
and
do
I
it
think
again?
I don't think I would have the choice.
That's fair.
I think it's kind of an infinite situation. You like
Mhm.
once you're an eternal being, that's kind of it, right? And you just keep going to you keep creeping on. I feel bad about saying middle school now. That's unfortunate. Nope. Well, maybe
Because
I
you
just
now
keep
you know what the question was.
maybe a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Definitely not nope.
Not about omelets.
Yeah,
Nope.
I
In the
like hanging out.
metaphorical omelet. You know.
Yeah, hey, I'll hang out at a Waffle House because I keep hanging out with the same college
Hmm.
people
Yeah.
that I initially went there with 10 years ago when I was in college. And yeah, I keep.
When did you crack your first egg?
Oh, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. I was a phlebotomist.
Yeah.
Um,
But
at
the actual question was, do you want to know yet, or are we still riffing?
oh, I can know the question.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
When was your first kill as a vampire?
Oh, I was a phlebotomist. Yeah, that's great. Waffle House,
Yeah.
1992.
That's
So
why you're
great.
like 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, so fairly recent for a vampire. Yeah.
I caught on to that. I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. I saw your immortal
tipped me
beings.
off.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Joey over there
Sarcastic.
talking about vampire chickens too.
Oh, see, I can't.
Oh,
I have the
good. You
chat
didn't even
very
see that.
small. No, they
Okay.
weren't actually giving me any hints when I was asking them to. They were talking about Taco Bell and shit. I was like, thanks for nothing.
Yeah. Right.
I could cheat though. I could put you on mute, and I could just turn the volume up if I really wanted to get all shady. If I was real competitive, like I am on Words with Friends. But this is the fun part.
So you still
Truly.
have words with friends on your phone?
I
Not so much anymore.
That's a great question. I'm checking. I have a couple phones, so this is real ADD.
Mm?
but I have a phone that's not cracked and broken and terrible,
Oh.
and then I have a phone that is, and that's the one I use because I'm not worthy of the other one.
Oh.
So
Oh.
I use it for like pictures and stuff, but it's not. It doesn't have my SIM card in it,
Hmm.
and this one cuts me occasionally.
Wow.
I know. I know. I'm just a recently like developed human. I was doing construction 2 years ago, so I'm like I do need to accept that I can have these things, but it's very hard cuz I'm like I'll just break it again.
Mm.
No, I do not have words with friends on my phone right now, and I've never felt more regret in my life. I'm going to have to
Trevor's like,
re-download.
I'm starting a game of Words with Friends with Kimarie.
Yeah, please do. I don't know what my name is on there. I'm going to start a new one. I'm going to start, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
gonna start at Words with Friends. I am. Tomorrow.
Sweet.
While you know what? I'm getting my wisdom tooth out tomorrow and I've never had surgery before. And it's coming in all weird. And the dentist said I had to get it taken out. And I was
Uh-huh.
just like, bleh. And I waited.
Bear.
I waited a
Does it
while.
hurt?
Yes. I can't
Mm.
close my mouth all the way.
No.
And it's not even a wisdom tooth problem. It's my gum. My gum like couldn't accept that there's a wisdom tooth now, and it was
Mm-hmm.
just like, no, I live here, and it got all big and like tried to cover it, and so it's like a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Oh yeah. I. Mm-hmm.
Have you had your wisdom teeth in?
All of mine. I have 4, but yeah, and they
Really?
all hurt at one point or another, and then they settled.
Yeah,
Except
I don't
this
like
one.
it.
This one here though is like kind of crooked.
Oh, it's crooked.
Yeah.
Does it stick? Like how? Does it stick towards your
Yeah.
cheek?
No.
Wait, really?
No.
The spiky
It's
bits?
towards the other tooth.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it's just like kind of a little bit sideways, sort of. So like the
Oh
top of
yeah.
it,
That's
top of
okay.
it, like what should be the top, is like this.
Oh. But you
Yeah.
can still like it's not a problem.
No, I
I
just
was
sometimes get food stuck in there.
hey, snacks for later.
It just means that I'm going like this a lot.
Yeah. Well, you're like so I started watching True Detective.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah.
I haven't. And I didn't know that Woody Harrelson
Mm-hmm.
and Owen Wilson were the same person. TIL.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that they weren't the same person?
Were. They are the same person.
Pretty much.
They're both constantly like
They
Have
do
you ever
like,
watch it?
yeah. Yes.
Like the whole time. They're both trying to get shit out of their teeth the entire time and I can't focus on anything else. And it ruins it for everyone. So I watch it. I've started watching it by myself. But the whole time, watch it. Watch True Detective. These two just
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're trying to hide like you know the look when they're like
Mm-hmm.
got some brisket in there and they're just like
Mm-hmm.
the whole time, both of them.
Trevor,
And apparently what?
have you ever watched that show? Trevor's like,
Ew.
even during sex scenes?
I don't watch the sex scenes. Yeah, that's a true thing about me. I don't watch the sex scenes because it makes me bashful. Yeah, I don't watch any like in life and in movies. If there's any like intimate or violent things, I just look away. I'm like I don't know, cause
That's adorable.
I'm ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. I can't handle it. I've got so many things jangling around in here on a day-to-day basis that like I can't I can't have anymore. As a kid, I would sneak behind the couch and like watch what my parents were watching and they're normal and not on the spectrum and can watch, like anything and get over it and move on, but like that shit jangles. It jangles around.
Mm.
And like things from like, you know, 15 years ago are jangling around in there. And I'm like, oh my God. It would be really weird if I thought about this random horrible memory that I got jangling around when I'm kissing my spouse. Yeah. So I try to limit that. Because there's a lot of jangling going around.
Trevor's like, I love a good jangling.
It's you're not my kind. It gets weird. I'm like, You ever think about if ants and a bug's life ever intersected? There's a time when you shouldn't say that, and I'm guaranteed to get it wrong.
Mm.
Absolutely. So I keep the jangly things, I keep them distant, and yeah, didn't watch the sex scenes. I saw a lot of tits on True Detective, but the main point is that they're trying to get stuff out of their teeth, and and we're gonna make it back to the point if it kills us. Is it
Yep.
my turn?
Yep. I was gonna say one of my favorite movies of all time is got a lot of sex scenes in it.
Which one?
It's called Dangerous Beauty.
Dangerous Beauty.
It's about a courtesan in like Venice back when
I love
that
all
was a
those
thing.
things.
Yeah, she
Are
falls
there
in love
no
with a guy, but
courtesans?
he's above her station. She can't afford to marry him, and so he has to marry somebody of his station. And her mom teaches her how to become a courtesan, which is basically like a sex worker who was also an artist and a poet. And
We have a country music song about that. You ever heard Fancy? Here's your one
Yep.
chance, Fancy, don't let
let
me
me
down.
Yep.
You live in Nashville.
Of course.
We have shared trauma. So, I remember hearing that as a 10-year-old and being like,
I mean, Giselle, that is definitely one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
It's like top 3 for sure.
still jangling around. Still
Is,
jangling around in there, like the radio.
Giselle
Thank
was
you.
talking about Princess Bride.
I have seen Game of Thrones.
You have.
Yeah.
You just
Taylor
look
was-
away at the bashful points.
Well, Game of Thrones wasn't very sexual for me because, like, I'm an empath and I can definitely see when actors are and aren't engaged, and they definitely were never engaged. So I was like, oh, look at them. They're acting. They're doing a good job. You know, like, it wasn't personal for me. But, like, when people, like, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis, the shit, you know, they take on the character roles. I'm like, I don't want to see, I don't need to see someone go through this. Like, it's not helpful. Game of Thrones was like, it was super all acting, and the end just like solidified it for me. I was like, yes, I knew it. I knew it. It was a you know, comic book nerd factory.
Yeah.
Which is very insulting. George R. R. Martin, we're still waiting. We're still waiting.
Yep. Have you seen Princess Bride?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh
Okay.
my god. One of my favorite movies.
Yes.
I can quote almost
Same.
anything from Princess Bride.
Same. Giselle was literally saying, you just reminded me how you knew all the script of that. Yeah, I was quoting it the entire time we were watching it. But, like, typing it because we were on Discord and I muted myself. So.
Nice. Yeah. I still don't know how to watch movies on Discord. You'll have to tell me.
Yeah. Or maybe we'll have a movie day or night sometime. And
Oh yeah, let's do
we can
that.
sit together. Yeah. We'll pick a movie.
You're the tenured Twitch person, and like I feel like you know how these things work. And when people are like, let's have a Discord night, I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah, we all go into a voice channel and talk to each other. And then whoever has, you know, the movie or whatever, they broadcast it to the Discord. And everybody watches at the same time, and then we can all chat at the same time. We mute ourselves so that we don't talk over the movie.
Oh. I like that.
Unless, you know, it's that kind of thing where we want to talk over it, but, you know.
So here in Austin, we have a thing called Master Pancake Theater.
Which is Pancake Theater. That sounds fantastic.
It's quite the name. And it is, we go to watch a panel of comedians talk over the movie. And the one I saw most recently was There Will Be Blood, and oh my god, it was such a good choice. It's like watching Lord of the Rings. It's so serious that like literally any joke you make on mute is gonna be so funny. Like, it is so good. We go to watch these guys just like riff over the movie, and it is 900% hilarious.
That sounds amazing. It's
Yeah.
like what was that? Mystery
Mystery
theater.
Science.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Mystery
think
Science
that's
Theater
what it
in
was
2000.
based off of. They were like the next generation, and then they
Uh-huh.
bestowed it upon us. And I'm a big fan. I thought it was hilarious. I love listening to people talk over movies.
Mhm.
That's my thing. I would watch you do that. Yeah, if you wanted to host a movie night, I would be there with my pillow and my popcorn.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Heck yeah.
We'll text about it. We'll text about
For sure. For sure. I've been
it.
thinking we need a movie night sometime soon.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
I got my PJs ready.
Perfect. I know we almost did a PJ night tonight.
Did you?
Well,
Oh,
you
tonight.
mentioned it, and I was
I
like,
texted you. I was like, "What's the dress? Are we in our PJs? Is it formal wear? Is it a date? I got a
well,
bow
I'm already
tie."
wearing a corset, so.
Yeah, you look fabulous.
Thanks.
I tried to riz it up a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, I put on my fur coat,
you're awesome.
ponytail.
Okay, you have one more question if you want to ask
I
me
have a question.
for the bad lip reading, and then we will maybe finish off with one more song each or something.
I think that's a great idea.
Mhm.
I am ready to ask you your final question, the most important question of the night, which I of course have prepared.
Yeah. Well in advance, because you totally knew it was coming.
Oh my god, yes. I did actually.
Okay, I'm unplugged. I'm ready.
Aubryn, in your perfect banana bread recipe, how many spiders?
Well, there is a shortage of perfect peaches in this world. So I'm going to say probably, Georgia is where a lot of, peaches come from. They're famous for the Georgia peach.
Yeah. No,
Uh-huh.
yes. 100%.
Yeah, and so I got a lot from there one time. And
Oh, you did? You got a lot?
like millions of them.
Millions
peaches
from a
for me.
Georgia peach.
Yeah.
Wow. I did not think millions could fit in a Georgia peach.
Well, have
Gold
you
mine.
haven't you ever seen James and the Giant Peach?
I think you might have heard what I said.
I didn't.
How are you so good at this? Yes. Oh, yes, I have seen James and the Giant Peach, and I only saw one. So where are you getting your statistics for millions in one peach?
um, from my own eyes, I saw it.
Oh, from your eyes. Oh my god. That is horrifying. So you're saying you produce your own?
Yes.
She's an original, folks. She's an original. The question, what was the fucking question? I don't remember. Oh, Aubryn,
Yeah.
your perfect banana bread recipe. How many spiders?
That is a fantastic question.
And 100,000 or more. They come from peaches, but you can produce your own, so that's not an issue. I'm so glad to know, in case I come up short
Oh my god.
for my banana bread recipe. Oh, don't worry, they come out of her eyes. No, it's a renewable resource.
Oh god.
Oh, you
That's
want spiders, you
horrifying.
go to her. Oh yeah. Oh, she's the one right over there with the eyes. You know what I mean.
The spiders come out of her eyes. Yeah, that look like peaches. Wait, what?
I listen, I can't wait for the song
Yeah.
that's coming out of this. I know there is
I
one.
really thought that I saw you say something about peaches, or like perfect
Ooh.
peaches.
So what did I said banana bread.
Banana-
Oh, it looks exactly. It's the same thing. That's the bad thing with lip reading, cuz like B's and P's and
yeah, B's and
like
P's, yeah.
they're all the same. And anything else is just a loss unless you can see the tongue. You can say anything you want. You're just following the lips. And if someone, has a well-rounded smile or is older, because older people, they use the bottom lip. They
Mm.
stop using the top lip. They're like, no, wasted time. Listen, I'm more efficient. I'm older now. Only use the bottom lip for everything. And that's impossible to understand. Or Midwesterners, everything's like, do. It's very hard. Yeah, very, very difficult. Or Californians, ah, taco, the mouth just it just undulates. It's very impossible to understand. And yeah, so nobody can be understood really, but I can tell you all the different ways they can't be understood. I'm a bad lip reader, and I'm ready. I'm ready for your prompt, Bryn. I'm ready.
My prompt?
Yeah, yeah. You're gonna give me. I thought you had one more. Did I
Mm.
have the last one?
You did have the last one. If you
Oh
want one
shit.
more, I can give you one though.
I mean, I don't want to be greedy. I just honestly I expected you just to do the true detective thing and just go for the whole what's she saying? And with that, I want to hear you play. I want to hear
Okay.
you play a
Is
song.
there
That's
a
what I want.
particular one that you would like to hear?
My favorite